Previously on One Life to Live.
I drove her out of our house, off a cliff into the Zambezi River. I killed her, Emily.
I think I'll just feel a lot better when I can tell Michael that I'm not going to stay married to him.
Yeah, I'll feel a lot better, too, once I clear the air with Jen.
If you tell Natalie who I am, I will tell Jessica I'm her father.
How'd you get in here?
The door?
What'd you do? Did you sweet talk the super, or did you just steal these from him?
You know, I didn't plan on this. I just wanted to...
Yeah, I know what you want, Lindsay. I know exactly what you want.
Emily?
Oh, hi, Nora. What are you doing here?
Oh, I'm here to see a patient of mine in Traction.
Is he suing the hospital?
No, he's suing the person who broke his leg in 3 places.
Oh. Well, I guess I'll see you later then.
Wait a minute. If you don't mind, I'd like to ask you a question.
No, I don't know where Troy is.
Thanks. I guess I've been asking you that question a lot. That's not the question I wanted to ask you. I wanted to know about Thanksgiving. Would you come to the loft for dinner? I won't cook. I promise. I won't even boil water. Matthew would love to see you.
I really can't, Nora. I'm busy.
Oh, okay. Well, give him my regards then. Maybe just before. Just for an hour?
No.
So after I get released, we can get Reverend Carpenter to come over to the loft and marry us.
I don't think so, Jen.
Why not? I mean, it could be the good thing to come out of all this tragedy. We'll get married and we can start trying to have another baby right away.
Jen, listen to me. We're not going to get married.
What, no quickie wedding? That's okay. That's just an idea. I mean, you want to go out again? That's fine. That's fine, too. You know, I feel a little bit shaky right now. Maybe we could talk about this after I'm all recovered. That's probably a better idea, don't you think?
Jen, listen to me. There's something that I need to tell you. And it can't wait.
I want a divorce. Okay, I mean, I guess it's called an annulment because we never really slept together.
Does that explain this moment of weakness?
Weakness.
Sometimes it takes courage to embrace one's destiny.
No, okay, you don't understand. Jen and Christian, they never got married. And Michael, I am ready to embrace my destiny. Christian never stopped loving me. And you know that I never stopped loving him. And I know that you want what's best for me.
Of course.
So then you understand. You understand why we can't stay together.
Michael Lazarus is Mitch Lawrence? He's alive? What does this mean?
It means that he faked his death and disappeared and waited just long enough for the statute of limitations on all his crimes to run out.
Well, that must have taken him forever.
Yes, but it appears that he is a very patient man. And now he's come back, and he can't be tried for anything. And he's going to pick up where he left off.
Why would he come back here at all? Where everybody who remembers him hates him. I mean, what did he come back for?
I am Jessica's father.
Okay, we can talk about the wedding now. But first, could you ask the nurse to give me some water? I would bring her myself, but they take forever here.
Jen, we really need to
My
talk
throat
first.
is it's so dry. I don't know if maybe it's the air here or something. I'm so glad you're here. Could you do that for me?
Okay. I'll be right back.
glad you're here.
It's good to see you, too. I've been worried about you. Is everything all right with Christian?
No, it's worse than ever.
Oh, when he found out the baby was Al's, not his?
No, he's never gonna find out about that. But he was 2 seconds away from telling me that he and Natalie want to be together.
Oh, my God. You and Christian are through? That's horrible.
No. I didn't give him the chance to say what he wanted to say. And I'm gonna see that he never does.
Well, what'll that do? He could just run off with Natalie without saying a thing.
No, I know Christian. He wouldn't dump me without telling me to my face. And as long as I can prevent him from doing that, then he won't leave me.
But you can't stop him forever.
I won't have to. I just have to buy some time until I can fix things. And you can help me with that.
Well, sure. But how?
Listen carefully.
Hey.
Hey, man. What are you doing here?
I was just interviewing that guy who got shot at the Palmer Street Projects. Thought I'd stop by, see how Jen was doing.
She's doing good. They're gonna release her later.
Oh, good. How are you doing?
Great. And lousy.
To the crash room.
I was just with Natalie. And I told her that, Jen and I are not getting married. She felt terrible about the baby, but...
But the fact is, that's the reason why you're marrying Jen. The only reason.
That's right. Look, Mommy expects me to stay with Jen. I'm gonna be with her and help her any way I can, to help her get through this stuff. But I love Natalie, man. And Natalie loves me. And it's not something that I was looking for. It just happened. It is how it is.
Okay. Now you just need to be strong. You need to break it to Jen, and you and Natalie can be together.
Well, it's not quite that simple.
Why not?
Well, Natalie has this little situation of her own that she needs to take care of.
Difficult?
Sort of. But she says she can handle it. In fact, she's doing it right now.
May I ask why Christian and Jen didn't marry?
It was awful. Jen was pregnant, and she had a miscarriage before the ceremony was finished.
How terrible. I'll pray for her. And on top of that tragedy, she loses the man she loves to another woman. Natalie, does that seem fair or just to you?
You don't think that I'm using Jen's miscarriage to...
No, I will never doubt you. But do you doubt yourself?
No, it's not like that at all. I mean, Jen and Christian, they were only getting married because Jen's having his child.
And now you think you and Christian will be together.
Michael, we already are. Christian's telling Jen right now.
Oh, Natalie. From the very beginning, I loved that sweet, trusting soul of yours. But I also feared that others would take advantage of it.
What do you mean?
Behold, the eyes of the Lord God are upon the sinful kingdom. Try to see Christian through God's eyes. Now, he said he loved you, but he didn't stop the wedding.
No, of course not. He couldn't.
No, instead, he stood before God prepared to marry Jen when, according to his own words, he coveted another.
Because of the baby.
Yes. And the moment the devil struck down Jen's unborn child, he sought you out to profess his desire to possess you when you were pledged to me.
And that upsets you. I get that. But Michael, please, try and understand. You said you want what's best for me.
I do, and that is not Christian, a man who desires only what he doesn't have.
That's not true.
Isn't it? He pursued you when he was pledged to Jen and when you were pledged to me. Now, how will he treat you when he has you? And if your own heart won't tell you, just ask poor Jen.
How can you say these things?
The Bible says an honest word is like a kiss on the lips. Natalie, when our lives crossed, you were in pain. horrible pain. Now, who was responsible for that? Christian.
It was bad timing.
Remember the pain. Remember the anguish and the hurt. The hurt you felt that made you want to feel nothing at all. Now, in your heart, you know what will happen if you go to Christian. He will only hurt you again, Natalie.
Mitch Lawrence came back to Llanview for only one reason, to do what he does best.
What?
Cause trouble.
For who? You? Our family? What?
For anyone who he ever hated or who ever hated him.
Well, then that includes us. Who else has Mitch Lawrence hurt worse than our family? I mean, he's the one that had me kidnapped when I was born. He's the reason that Natalie and I were switched as babies. He's the reason Natalie grew up with that awful woman, Roxanne.
I know. And believe me, I've thought of little else since I found out that he was alive.
Mom, why didn't you tell me that it was him when he was here?
Because I was hoping that you would never, ever have to deal with such an evil man.
Oh, my God, when are you going to stop trying to save me from the world, Mom?
The day that I stopped being your mother.
But I had already met him. Or he knows me, at least, right? That's what he said. He said it's been a long time that he was really happy to see me again. Was he lying or what?
No, he's probably just lying.
Why? Why would he lie about that? What would he get out of that?
He doesn't need a reason. He's made a science out of causing pain and confusion. But what worries me is that he's paying any attention to you at all.
Because of what he did before?
Yes, and because of what he might do next.
You think he's planning something?
Yes. I don't think he'd have come back otherwise.
Like what?
Well, honey, I really don't know, okay? I don't know, but you said it yourself. Mitch Lawrence hates our family. So I have to take steps to protect you and Natalie and everyone. And that's why I have to ask you to do something.
Whatever you want.
Okay, it's for your own safety.
Okay, but know that I can take care of myself.
Yeah, but it's also for my peace of mind.
Whatever. What do you need?
I need you to go away from here. I need you to leave Llanview immediately.
It's really nice of you to ask me to Thanksgiving.
Well, it would be nice of you to come. Just for a little bit. But, you know, if your boyfriend has 3 heads and you don't want to introduce him to your one-headed family, I understand.
I only wish it were a boyfriend. No, I'm really overwhelmed with school right now. We've got finals coming up, and I feel like I can't remember a thing that we've studied this semester.
I remember law school. I felt that way, but I did come out of it alive.
Well, I do worry. I worry more than you know. So I figured that I'd just spend that day hitting the books, you know? I hope you're not too disappointed.
Oh, well, you know, a little, but nothing I won't get over. Emily, there is something that does disappoint me a little bit, though. Ever since she came to town and up until about 2 weeks ago, sort of, well, I don't know, I thought we were kind of becoming friends. I mean, I certainly thought we had the makings for good friends.
We do.
Then why have you suddenly stopped returning my phone calls or run out of the loft when I walk in or try to avoid me in public places?
Nora, I'm under a lot of pressure right now. I mean, I feel like I don't even have a spare second even for the people that matter most to me. So just please forgive me if I've done anything that's offended you.
No, I was worried that I had offended you.
No, not at all.
Okay.
You're the greatest. I'm just really busy right now, that's all.
Okay.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. If I believe that, there's a bridge someone would want to sell me.
There's no place on earth where you're any less wanted than here, Lindsay, so there's only one reason for you to break in.
I feel a compliment coming on.
You're obviously here to plant some clue about Joanna for Nora to find. Too bad for you, I was home.
Yes, it is too bad.
There's the door, Lindsay. Use it. What? What are you looking at? Get out of here!
Or you do what?
Would you just go before Nora comes home?
I wouldn't worry about that if I were you. I was just at the hospital. I saw her there, and she was busy. She was very busy.
With what?
With Sam. She was all over him.
Lindsay, Blair already tried this, okay? This didn't work for her either.
What? What didn't?
The whole jealousy thing, Lindsay. It's not gonna happen.
Well, I don't imagine that you wanted to. I mean, it was your jealousy that drove Joanna to her death in the first place, now, isn't it?
What the hell do you think you're doing?
Well, I'm just revisiting the scene of the crime. You know, you ought to have this thing legally registered as a lethal weapon. It does seem to be your method of choice. You know, the place where you get dressed.
What?
I mean, the place where you destroy the women that you love, or pretend to love.
Have you been drinking, Lindsay?
You destroyed your wife in bed by making her think that she had slept with your twin brother. You destroyed me in bed by using our closeness and to getting me to confess to drugging Nora.
We were never close, Lindsay.
We were too close. We were physically close, but you used me.
Well, I'm sorry, Lindsay, but I don't have any regrets about that.
Oh, well, you will. In fact, it would be perfect if this is where Nora found out about the whole thing and your love would die a quick and painful death.
However painful it is for Nora and me, it'll have been worth it to spend what little time we had together. That's why I'll do anything, Lindsay, to hold on to Nora for as long as I can. You think you're torturing me by stringing this thing out? You're not torturing me. Because I treasure every moment I have with Nora.
I'll get it.
There you are. I've been looking for you.
Oh, hi. Yeah, the keys, right? I'm sorry. You know what? I never made it up to my daughter's apartment. I just ran into my dear old friend, Dr. MacGyver.
Hey, Mr. MacGyver.
We were just talking about some old times.
Then you won't need the keys after all?
No. But could you do me a favor? Could you just go up to my daughter's apartment and open the door, and I'll meet you there in a few minutes, okay?
Okay.
Well, looks like your execution has been postponed again.
Don't you worry. I'll find a way to stop you.
There is no way to stop me, you know that.
Well, there's a way, all right. There has to be a way.
Is there some kind of trouble, Jess?
Seth. Hello?
Hello, Mrs. Davidson.
Seth. I'm going to ask you to do me a very big favor. Because I know how you feel about my daughter. And I know that you want her to be safe just as much as I do.
Of course I do.
Good. Then I'm going to ask you to help get her out of town.
Yeah, I heard something about that coming in.
Yeah.
What's the problem?
Mitch Lawrence is back.
Lawrence?
Yeah.
You mean the guy who got Allison Perkins to mess with your family?
Yes.
But I thought he was dead.
We all thought he was dead. Okay? Anyway, Jessica will explain everything that she knows when you're safely out of here, but for right now, you have to get going, okay? It's important. Every minute that Jessie's here, she's in danger.
Why? I mean, should we call the police?
No. I'll take care of all that from here. It's just important that you two go immediately. Please, it's extremely important. Baby, I love you, and I need you to trust me on this, okay? It's the only way.
If we're all in danger, then what about Natalie?
Chris will not hurt me again. And what happened before was not his fault. I mean, I'm the one who's in the wrong here by marrying you. I mean, that wasn't fair to you or Chris.
We
We formed a union before God. How could that be wrong?
I know that you feel very strongly about that. But we both know that that was mostly so Jen and Chris's marriage wouldn't hurt so much. I mean, it was an impulse.
What, and this is not? Running away from your husband and into Christian's arms the moment he calls?
It's not like that. Christian and I are meant to be together. We've known that for months.
Well, then a few more weeks won't make any difference, will it? Enough time for you to reconsider and for Christian, perhaps, to show his true colors.
Michael.
Let not thine heart be hasty.
I don't think you understand. I love Christian.
No, you're the one who doesn't understand.
And there's your keys. Two of them. Houdini himself couldn't get through that lock.
Well, it's not Houdini I'm worried about.
You want me to drop the copy off of the super downstairs?
No. Absolutely not. In fact, the only other person who should have a copy is right here.
Hello.
This is for you.
Me?
Well, you folks have a nice night.
Good night.
Hey. All right.
You changed your locks? Why'd you do that?
Yeah, actually, it just seemed a whole lot safer.
Well, whenever I'm here, I feel safe. That's for sure. I saw your sister at the hospital.
Oh, yeah? How's she doing?
Not herself, as I may say.
Really?
Well, no, Emily hasn't seemed like Emily for a while now. She's, it's like she's been avoiding me. Do you have any idea why she's doing that?
You're being a little mysterious about Natalie's situation.
I'll explain everything to you once it's over. But now Natalie's doing what she has to do, and so will I. It's gonna be tough.
Yeah, it's only because you're a good guy, Chris. Look, Jen already lost the baby. I mean, you don't want to make it any harder on her.
Yeah, I know, but see, the problem is, how do I find a nice way to tell Jen how I feel about Natalie? And I should have just been up front with her from the very beginning. You know, as soon as I realized I was in love with Natalie. And I was crazy to promise Jen I was going to marry her.
Yeah, well, it was the honorable thing.
Yeah, but it wasn't the right thing. Not for anybody. It never would have worked. I can't imagine my life without Natalie.
Look, it's going to be hard on Jen, but she's going to survive. I mean, nobody wants to spend the rest of their life with somebody who doesn't love them.
So you understand everything?
Totally.
Marcy, I didn't see you come in.
Hi.
Hi. Listen, I need to talk to Jen. It's some personal stuff. Can you wait outside?
You know, I was just about to rub Jen's shoulders.
Excuse me?
I take physical therapy classes, and Jen's way too stiff from lying in this bed.
Okay, well, that's really nice of you, but I really do need to talk to Jen.
It'll only take a few moments. Why don't you go get Jen something to eat? You know, the food here is awful.
Oh, could you? That'd be so great.
No, Jen, I need to talk to you now. Please, Marcy, can you wait outside?
But I haven't really seen Jen since the miscarriage, and I...
Marcy, you need to leave. Please, now.
Christian, that wasn't like you at all. I mean, I'm sure you hurt Marcy's feelings.
Jen, look,
I know you would never hurt anybody's feelings on purpose. That's not you. I mean, that's one of the reasons I love you so much. Maybe we could just have Marcy come back in and we could just talk about this, all three of us. And
Jen, I really do...
Hi, I'm sorry I'm late. I just brought you some things to change into. Christian, if you wouldn't mind, give us a minute. What do I not understand, Michael?
The difference between what you feel for Christian and what we have. Now, in a week or two, you will see how our bond is deeper and greater than any mere earthly love. Corinthians says it is better to marry than burn. It's hard to argue with that.
Hello?
Hey, it's me.
I'm so glad you called.
How'd it go with Michael?
It's still going.
Oh, he's there?
Uh-huh. Actually, it's a lot more complicated than I thought it would be.
Great.
Oh, don't worry. It's just going to take a lot longer than I thought.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I haven't been able to get a minute alone with Jen. I haven't been able to tell her about us. So listen, I might not be able to be with you tonight.
It's okay. I can wait. Just knowing that I have you, it's all that matters.
You do. I love you.
I love you too.
That was Christian. And he's not leaving Jen after all. I'm sorry, Natalie. That's why God brought us together. To protect you from men like Christian Vega.
Okay, you know what? I don't think that we need to be discussing Christian right now. What we do need to be discussing is this marriage and what we're going to do about it.
Well, that question was settled thousands of years ago, Natalie. What God hath joined together, let no man put asunder. I will not give you a divorce, now or ever.
Why would you think my sister's avoiding it?
Well, I asked her to join us for Thanksgiving, and she said she couldn't because of school.
Oh, well, I don't know. Maybe she has schoolwork or something.
It's Thanksgiving. I mean, I would talk to her myself about it, but she won't talk to me. Okay, this is where you're supposed to say, okay, then I'll go talk to her for you, Nora.
You want me to talk to her?
I want to know if she has a problem with me.
Look, Nora, I'm sure she doesn't. I mean, come on. Why would she?
I do, because of the way she's acted. And look, she either has a problem with me or she's got a problem with you.
With me?
Is that it? That is it. She's having a problem with you. Well, I'll go talk to her and clear up the air.
No. Look. Emily's just young, okay? She has moods. Believe me, you don't know her.
No, I don't know her. I don't know anyone in your family. When I want to, I feel like you shut me out.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you are.
No.
Yeah, you are. You know what? Now we're fighting. Are we fighting?
No, we're not fighting, okay? We're not. Look, listen. Fighting is a luxury we can't afford. Look, I can see you're upset about this, all right?
Yeah, I am.
I'll talk to her. I'll talk to her for you.
Thank you. And see if you can get her to come for Thanksgiving.
I will. I know what I'm thankful for.
Yeah?
You.
So if you hadn't come in when you did, Christian would have told me that he loves Natalie and that he's leaving me. And I cannot let that happen. I cannot let them win, not after everything I've been through. Mom, are you even listening to me?
Yes, I am. I just don't understand how you think you're going to stop Christian from telling the truth and going to Natalie. You know, sometimes things just don't turn out the way we want them to.
They do if you force them to.
Okay, we're all set. I checked you out. Let's go home.
I want my mom to come with us.
Well, Jen, we really do need some time to talk alone. Sorry, Mrs. Rappaport.
That's okay. Bye, sweetheart. I love you.
It's all right.
Miss Rappaport, are you ready? Christian, could you give me a minute? My mom and I were talking so much I didn't get a chance to get dressed.
Okay, sure. All right, take Jen home. No Marcy, no Lindsay, no interruptions, period.
Good. You're doing the right thing, Chris.
Yeah, I know. For the first time in a long time, I'm doing the right thing.
Michael, I will always be grateful to you for picking me up when I was at my lowest and for you offering to spend the rest of your life with me. And I really hope that we can still be close.
Close. Natalie, we're husband and wife. Two people cannot be closer than that.
Okay. I don't want to hurt your feelings, but this marriage was a mistake.
Think very carefully before you ask me again for a divorce.
Okay. Look, I have tried to be nice to you, Michael. But you obviously won't let me. So I am not asking you, I am telling you, this marriage is over.
Natalie is facing her own danger from Mitch Lawrence. But that's all right. I'm going to get her away from here as soon as I can. You two need to leave right now, okay? Take only what you need and hurry.
Seth, I can't ask you to drop everything and just come with me.
Oh, you sure can.
What about school?
Wherever you go, Jess, I go, okay? Don't forget that.
Thank you, but Mom, what about you? Mitch hurt you before. Who's to say he's not going to do it again?
No. I'm quite sure that I'll be safe. Besides, if there's any problem, I'll just call Bo, okay? You can call me, and only me, on a number that only you will have, okay? And then I'll call you as soon as it's safe to go home. Darling, please, go get ready. Okay, thanks. Okay, Seth. Credit cards can be traced, so you cannot use any credit cards. You take this, and as soon as you run out...
I don't want your money, Mrs. Davidson.
What are you two going to live on?
We're not going anywhere. Okay, taking Jessica on the run and making her live in fear, I don't go for that at all.
Well, neither do I. But unfortunately, right now, it's the only way.
No, it's not. I'm calling the police.
No, please.
Why not? The cops can handle this. Unless for some reason you don't want them to. Miss Davidson, I am making this call right now if you don't tell me exactly what's going on. And I mean everything.
Hey, this is Dr. Troy McIver. Leave a message and I'll get back to you.
Troy, it's Emily.
Hello.
Hey, Troy, it's me. Listen, I keep running into Nora and...
What?
Well, she invited me over for Thanksgiving, and I can't, Troy. I just can't. I mean, I hate blowing her off like this, but I'm so scared that I'm going to slip and say something about Joanna. The way that she died.
I understand. We'll talk tomorrow, okay?
Him? I hate him. Then why am I dreaming about him?
Jen?
I just realized the last time I walked out of here, I was on my way to being your wife. I thought when we came back, you'd carry me over the threshold.
Jen, look, I know you've been through hell, but we haven't had a time alone, just the two of us. And we need to talk tonight.
Yeah, Right after I call my dad and let him know I'm home. Okay?
Well, I left him a message as soon as I knew you were being released.
What'd you do that for?
I don't want any interruptions.
Interruptions of what?
Jen, I know you've been stalling me.
No, I haven't.
Look, you know enough of what I have to say that you don't want to hear the rest. But I know you're strong enough to hear it. And there's no running away from it. Not for you and not for me. Look, Jen, when I told you that I didn't want to marry you, I didn't mean that I wanted to postpone the wedding. I meant that I can't marry you. Ever. And I have to tell you why.
I didn't want to be cruel. In fact, I thought you would understand, but whether you like it or not, I am getting this marriage annulled.
Make yourself comfortable, Natalie. You're not going anywhere.
No, I'm sorry. I can't tell you everything. You have to trust me, same way Jessica does.
No, I don't. I've got to know what's going on, or if anything's going on at all.
What does that mean?
You put your whole family in danger when you had that DID thing. How do I know that this isn't something like that?
Seth, trust me, it is not. You and Jessica have to go.
I am not taking Jessica anywhere unless I know why.
Oh. All right, okay. I'm trusting you with my daughter. I suppose I can trust you with the truth. Seth, you can't tell Jessica this. Ever. I will tell her myself as soon as I figure out how I'm going to deal with it. I have to keep Jessica far away from Mitch Lawrence. He's her father.
Stay tuned for scenes from the next One Life to Live.
On the next One Life to Live. She's gonna be out of my hand in no time.
You and Dad are sharing a bedroom?
I can finally be with Natalie.
You've been making the biggest mistake of your life.
You don't get it, do you?
No, apparently I don't, Michael.
I'm not Michael.
Don't want to wait until the weekend to see all of this week's One Life to Live episodes? Catch same-day episodes weekdays at 5 p.m. and again at 9. Log on to SoapNet.com for your complete schedule. SoapNet, today's episodes tonight.